it is going to be another story time, and for this story time, it is going to be like a 3-part story time. I'm inspired by like the old Tana videos where she would do 3-part story time. She used to do those before she just like crashed cars and stuff, but we're doing a story time again. My story times kind of suck, but oh well. The shout out of today's video is who's ever on the screen right now. If you want to do the shout out of my next video, go to my Twitter and retweet my pinned tweet. Okay, so we can get on to the stuff now. Okay, so this is the story of my last Christmas. Kind of. So I was in middle school. I went through a K-8 school, and it was like a Christian school. So sometimes we would go to a church and they would assign middle schoolers to like first and kindergartners so that when we were in church we could make sure that they weren't talking, or like if they had to go to the bathroom we would take them to the bathroom so it wouldn't cause like a disruption and like them having to annoy their teachers or whatever. So yeah, it was basically just so the kids were annoying. But anyways, so sometimes when if it was like a holiday or something, like if we were going to church and it was like their Christmas service or whatever, they would make us like Christmas cards, or like for Easter or whatever, they would make us little cards. So we were about to get the cards and she gives the other girl a card, because if some of the kids, because there's more middle schoolers typically than there were kindergartners and first graders, so a lot of times they would give like the more talkative kids like 2 kids to make sure they shut up. So that was like one of those situations. So she gave the other girl her card and she turns it over and it was like a little picture of an angel. They would always do an angel. I found one of the Valentine's Day ones recently. I don't know where it is though, but I haven't been able to find this Christmas one. So she flips hers over and it just says have a Merry Christmas, and I flip mine over and it says have a Merry Last Christmas, and she had underlined last. And when I asked her about it, she would just laugh at me and she wouldn't tell me, and everyone was laughing at me because I was like, why does it say last Christmas? Why doesn't it say just Merry Christmas like the other one you made? And she just never told me. And I was scared for like a year that I was somehow gonna die. I don't know. I just thought like, what if this kid is like planning my death? I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so all of these stories are gonna be kind of like related to my 8th grade year, which is when that happened. Okay, so at my middle school we would have snack time. I know that sounds weird. Whatever. We would have like a little snack time. So most people would sit at the desk and have their snack time, but we had a little table that was by the window where me and my friend would sit at snack time. So I had gone over to the little table and was eating my Pringles, and she's coming over and she's like, oh my god, and she starts freaking out, and I'm like, what? And she's like, there's a dead bird on the windowsill. And so everyone's crowding around because I see that there's a dead bird, and they tell the teacher, and the teacher already knew that there was a dead bird. But basically this bird stayed on the windowsill all year. No one came to clean it up. No one took the bird away. We just had a rotting bird on the window shield all year, and it honestly wasn't rotting that much. And this is another creepy thing about my middle school, is that our religion teacher, she taught like all of middle school religion, and she would make us look at pictures of like dead bodies that were like saints that are like incorrupt bodies, I think that's what they call them, and they like don't rot away, they just stay, which I don't know. She says that they don't do anything to them, but there's somehow like 300-year-old bodies that are like fine, they like haven't really rotted, and like this bird wasn't rotting, so they would like call him like Saint Bernard. That was his name. Yeah, but basically I went to visit the year after this and the bird was still dead on the window, and I went to visit the year after, like 2 years after I graduated, and the bird was still dead on the window shield. I don't know if it's still there right now, but honestly I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, they literally kept a dead bird on the windowsill for like 2 years and just never cleaned it up. Like, it's kind of gross. It's just a rotting bird on the windowsill for a really long time. Yeah. Okay, so the last story is also going to be when I was in this same classroom. So I'm sitting on the row that's like, there are the windows, there's a dead bird with a little table, and then there's like bookshelves. And so we were reading the book we had to read. I think it was, why can't I remember the name? You know that, it's The Giver. That's what book we were reading. We were reading The Giver. Yeah, that's unimportant to the story. But anyways, I have my book and I was like reading my book, and this one girl was trying to annoy me. So she knocked my book and she knocked it under the bookshelf. And so I was like, you're gonna get that. I don't want to get up. So she goes to get it under the bookshelf and she's pulling it out, and then she starts freaking out, and I'm like, what? And she's like, I found a weave. There's a weave under here. And I was like, you did not find a weave. It's probably just like a carpet or something. And then I look at it and she found a weave under the bookshelf. And yeah, it's pretty much the end of the story. Like, there was just a weave under the bookshelf. There's a dead bird. Yeah. Okay, so that was the end of the video. I suck at story times, I know. If you want to be the shout out in the next video, go to my Twitter, retweet my pinned tweet. If you want, you can follow me. I have a Twitter, an Instagram, a Snapchat. I had every single person back on Snapchat. So if you add me, I'll add you back. And I think that's pretty much it. So, goodbye!